Hey guys, Martin the Martian here with another review with Bedhead. I am sorry, I woke up this morning and I said to myself, you know what? I want to make a review. And this review is going to be for The Incredible Hulk. This movie is directed by Louis Leterrier. Okay, see, yeah, I'm not a professional guy that knows all these names. Obviously, I search up these things. That's the realism. I'm not cutting this out, so you know the things that I have to do. And this movie stars Edward Norton, Liv Tyler, Tim Roth, and William Hurt. Something I do want to say out the gate is that this movie, it is connected with the MCU. It's connected with the Avengers and everything else, but because this movie was made by Universal, the Hulk design looks different and they had to do a different actor, and it's confusing at first glance, but when you do watch this movie, there are connections. There's connections to Captain America, there's connections to Iron Man. I think there's a connection to the Avengers too, if you do pay attention closely enough. Personally, I prefer the design on the Avengers Hulk a lot better than this one. Out with the good, I want to say that this is probably the best Hulk movie we've ever had. And that doesn't really say much because we've only had 2 movies and then a TV show. We're not going to talk about that. But this movie I did prefer than like the 2003 version. I haven't seen that one in a long time, but I can tell special effects and everything is a lot better in this one. I do think that Edward Norton did a good job as both Hulk and Bruce Banner. And as a character of Hulk and Bruce Banner, that can get kind of draggy and boring and dark and gritty, because Bruce Banner is just like this scientist that's constantly running away from life because he doesn't want to hurt anybody. And then the Hulk doesn't really have a whole lot of dialogue. He's just going crazy. So that can get kind of, wrong on both ways really soon. But I think this movie does a good job blending the two characters together and sharing their spare time. I did like the main villain of this movie, which is played by William Hurt, which is General Ross, which is like the general of the US military that's in search of the Hulk. Ever since he's been created, he's been on the go, and it's sort of like this wild goose chase looking for the Hulk, and this guy's leading it, and it's more personal because they do have a bit of a history together before he did transform into the Hulk, and so I thought he did a good job as the villain. But 2 other villains in this movie I didn't really like. I didn't like how it's the typical military wants to make a weapon out of this cliche. And I didn't like how the other villain, which is Abomination, before he is Abomination, he's just this power hungry guy. I'm not talking about like control, but literally like, muscle bound. He wants to have like brute strength so he can like want a challenge against the Hulk, and that's really all he is to it. And I didn't like it so much. Yeah, it was entertaining to see this guy, be a challenge for the Hulk, but at the same time there's no character to him. He's just power hungry. And one character that I just did not like was the actor played by Liv Tyler. I already forgot her name. I think it's Betty in the movie, which is Bruce Banner's love interest. Throughout the whole movie, she's like whispering her lines. In the most dramatic scenes, you would hear her say, "Oh my God, what did you do?" Or like, it just, the line deliveries, they don't work for me. And I just didn't like her performance in this movie and some of the things she did. Like, she's dating this one guy in the beginning of the movie, and as soon as she sees Bruce Banner, she just leaves that guy and just goes for him. Not even a single word said to the guy. She literally just leaves him. No words, nothing. And I'm like, what are you doing? At least say goodbye. At least say we're done. But no, she's just gone. And yeah, I get it because they did have a bit of a history together, but she just like abandoned her ex. So yeah, there are some things I did like, and there are some things that I didn't like about this movie. But despite all the negative things that I've said about this movie, I did enjoy it overall. The Hulk, Bruce Banner, General Ross, and it is the best Hulk movie we've seen. So despite all that, I did enjoy it, and I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. This movie has liftoff, and that's another phrase that I'm using. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie and my review, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.